And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Stanley é rebelde. Alô? Eu voltei pro loading. Eu morri. Uhul!
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Eu não sei. Eu vou seguir o que você quer agora, então
When
vamos.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Cadê meu bolo? Eu te obedeci. Eu quero meu bolo.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Matar o cara do papel. Meu Deus. Ok. Tudo bem. Pare de me chamar essa porra de Skype, cacete. Do not alter without consent. Tá bom, não, eu vou apagar tudo isso. Não quero nem saber. You most of all. Ok. Eu vou embora.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Não. Stanley quer fechar a porta. Stanley quer continuar aqui. Você não manda Stanley. Stanley faz suas
There
próprias
was nothing
decisões.
here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Stanley não quer sair daqui. Stanley quer desobedecer você. Stanley vai
It was
continuar.
baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Stanley é burro. Ok, Stanley vai sair.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ah, eu vou falar com o meu chefe. Foda-se. Tá. Vou falar com o chefinho. Uou. Aqui é bonito, hein? Que isso? Executivo. Eu não posso ir no banheiro. Eu vou sentar e esperar. Não, não vou. Chefe, por favor, me ligue com a polícia.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Eu vou dançar. Tá, foda-se. Stanley vai ficar aqui no escuro. Stanley apertou o botão de descer. Stanley tá descendo. Stanley não quer mais descer. Stanley tá apertando o botão várias vezes. Stanley está contente de ser Stanley.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Au! Tá, Stanley não pode mais voltar. Stanley tá chateado.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
Legal.
Facility.
Escape. Controlador de mente. Ou escapar. Controlador de mente. Vamos controlar mentes.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Sim. Stanley tá gostando desse cinema.
Now the monitors jumped
Whoa.
their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. Lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept
Eu não
it. His
acredito.
own life
Stanley
in
não
someone else's
acredito.
control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't
Stanley
it?
não
Was it even
acredita.
possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Stanley não acredita.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Stanley quer apertar botões. Stanley quer apertar o rosinha. Stanley não tá contente com isso. Ui, tem um botão vermelhão grandão. 5. 5. 5. 5. Mind control in the waiting pot. Tá bom.
And when at last he found the source... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself? Is that what you wanted?
Claro.
Control?
Sim. Eu quero controlar todo mundo.
I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
Foda-se.
I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation there?
Eu vou matar pessoas.
Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know
Uai,
where to
caraca.
start.
Ai, meu Deus.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before
Tem
you're
pouco tempo, eu
obliterated.
vou morrer.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Filho da puta. Eu
Other
quero
times,
desligar.
I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside.
Eu vou morrer.
Or I let it burn to a crisp.
Eu vou
I
morrer.
have to say this,
Eu vou
though,
morrer.
this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley.
Filho
Time
da
doesn't grow on
puta,
trees.
para.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume
Socorro.
when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen,
Três.
clicking on every little thing in
Três.
this room.
Três.
Numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big
Três.
red button.
Três.
Or this
Eu não tenho
drawer.
botão 3.
Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Eu vou morrer. Para de morrer.
You're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is
Tá
not
errado.
It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so
Ai.
you can't.
Não.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
Eu vou morrer. Eu vou morrer. Eu vou morrer com dignidade.
No ending.
Eu vou morrer com dignidade.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or
Eu
will
vou
you
morrer
let
com
go peacefully?
dignidade.
Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke.
Eu vou morrer debaixo
And
da
believe me,
escada.
I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
Oh. Morri. Ai, meu Deus, esse jogo é muito foda. Vocês que entendem inglês, vocês vão entender o jogo.
Still push. I'll run to your show. This is what every
Olha como eu sou rebelde, eu não vou seguir suas ordens. Stanley não segue ordens, ninguém dá ordens pro Stanley. Não pule. Aham.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
No?
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her? Oh meu Deus, eu tenho uma mulher. Querida!
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Ah, tá bom, eu vou seguir. Eu quero a minha esposa. Sei lá o que ela é. Ok. Stanley tá arrependido. Uou!
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Não!
Reach out to her.
Não!
If you can truly
No!
place your faith in another,
Não!
then pick up the phone.
Hello? Alô? Querida? Uou!
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Uou!
Gotcha.
Filho da
Oh, come
puta!
on. Did you
No.
actually think you had a loving wife?
Yes.
Commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let
Não.
me show you what's really going on here.
Você me enganou. Eu não sei se eu quero. Querida!
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
O quê? Não! Press H.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look
H.
at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now
Ei, não
he's
fale
coming
assim
back
de
to
mim.
work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures.
Eu tô
From
obedecendo
behind his
ele.
desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Mas eu não
First,
tô
he
vendo
imagined
TV.
that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
Meu
The
Deus.
thought excited him terribly.
Ok, vamos passar um tempo com os
So
caras.
he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Eu
As
vou
he wandered
preparar
through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths
Uou.
and destinations. Down one path
Por
lay
que
an
meu
enormous
almoço
round
virou
room
trabalho?
with monitors and mind
Querida, eu não tô gostando
controls.
disso.
Down
Amor!
another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a baby, and he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I love
There is
you.
no answer.
Hã?
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
Eu vou
And I'm
dormir.
trying to tell him this. That in this world he
Eu
can
tô dormindo no
never be
escritório,
anything
quer
but
dizer,
an
meu
observer.
trabalho, tem
But as
minha
long as
cama
he
ali, eu
remains
quero
here,
ir embora.
he's slowly killing himself. But he
Eu
won't
tô me
listen to
matando.
He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose. The
Parem
same
de
as
conversar
Stanley.
comigo.
We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time you'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Hã? Por favor,
Stanley
morra.
pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I
Eu morri?